Hey guys, this week's tutorial is how to do your splits for beginners. And if you already have your splits, this provides different techniques that will help you get more flexible, and it's really useful, and I did it to get my splits.
You're going to start off in a hamstring stretch and just try to get your head to touch your knees. Go into a left lunge and try to keep your back leg straight. And then you are going to want to put down your elbows and just try to keep that back leg straight. Then you're going to put your knee down. And then you're going to come up and do a fish hook and try to get your foot to touch your thigh. You're going to do this on the right side. And just do it till you feel a deep stretch and try to get your pelvis to touch the ground. You're going to do some hamstring push-ups, and you're going to wrap your legs around your feet, and you're just going to sit down in this position and you'll feel the stretch in your groins. Then you're going to go into a deep center lunge and try to turn out your feet as much as possible. Then you're just going to lift your leg up on a counter or a ballet bar, and you're just going to stretch over and square your hips. Then you're going to come up on releve and push your knee up to your chest. And then you're going to go into some groin push-ups. So you're just going to want to bend your leg and push towards the counter or bar you're using, and you'll feel a deep stretch. Then you're going to rest your leg and do a hip flexor stretch, and you're just going to try to get your heel to touch your chest, and you'll really feel this in your hip flexors. Then you're going to want to lift the leg off the platform, and once you can do this easily, stretch on a higher platform. Then you're just going to want to repeat these same stretches on the opposite leg. After, you're going to slide your leg up on the wall, and you are just going to bend your leg and push your pelvis towards the wall, and you will feel a really deep stretch in this. Also, if you keep your foot flexed, it will also work your calf muscles, which is good. After that, you're just going to try to split against the wall as much as possible and keep your legs straight. You're going to repeat these same stretches on the other leg, and don't worry about how split your legs are. Just try to do the stretches to your best ability. Then you're going to split your legs in the middle splits, and you're going to try to get your pelvis to touch the wall. And you want to make sure that your legs are aligned in a straight line, and this will really stretch out your hip flexors. You're going to want to grab your leg and try to push it off the wall. You're going to want to get a cushion and put it on the ground, and you're just going to lunge forward and flex back, keeping your legs straight and flexed, and you're just going to keep doing this formation until you eventually slide into the splits, and you're going to want to hold this. You're going to want to repeat this on a smaller cushion, and you're just going to lunge forward and extend backward while keeping your legs straight. And eventually, once you do this, you will be closer and closer to the ground with your split. After, you're going to lay down on your back, and you're going to use a string or a rope from a robe or something, and you are going to use this to hold your leg, and you're going to want to flex your leg and straighten, and you're going to bring up your opposite leg, but make sure your butt doesn't come off the ground when you're doing this. You're going to want to swing your leg up while keeping your butt down, and this will really help stretch your hamstrings and will really be good for your splits. You're going to want to repeat the same exercise on the other leg and make sure that your foot is flexed the whole time while doing this. And then after, you're going to place your leg to the side of your head, and you're going to do a bow and arrow stretch and just try to get your arm to wrap around that foot. Then you're going to sit down on the ground and place your foot up on top of your knee, and you're just going to want to try to get your foot as close to your chest as possible. Then you're going to split your legs across the wall and make sure that your pelvis is touching the wall. And then you're going to do crisscross straddle, so you're going to put both legs up on top and then just swing them down. Make sure you aren't doing this too hard because it will hurt, so you can do this slowly, and then just bring your legs forward. Next, you're going to get a cushion and you're just going to straddle on it. And repeat this with the other cushion, and just try to make sure that your back is flat and that your pelvis is touching the ground, or the cushion. Then you're going to want to get in froggy position, and this is a modified middle splits. After, you are going to lunge and flex on the ground, and while you're doing this, you want to make sure that your weight isn't over the toe when you're lunging. And then you are going to go into your front legged over splits. And you're just going to try to keep your hips square. And even if you're not totally down on the ground, just do this anyways. Next, you're going to want to do your back leg over splits. And many people only stretch their front over splits. And I found that the reason I wasn't getting more flexible is because I wasn't doing this. And you want to make sure that your hips are square while you're doing this. After, you're going to want to try your deep over splits on both sides and just try to keep your hips as square as possible. And then you're going to do it with your middle splits. And then after, just try all 3 splits on the ground.